you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to start working out. But I'll work out if I can get up before, a little bit before work. If I get, maybe after work, maybe right before bed. I don't know, my show might be on. Are you having trouble finding time to work out? You don't need an hour and a half to work out. You don't need an hour to work out. You can even get a quality workout in 20 minutes. You don't need that big of a time frame to work out. You just need the mindset. Give yourself a time to work out, set that time, and do it. You need to do this for yourself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I want to talk today about something that we always have a problem with. Well, if you're like myself and many people that I talk to about training, there's an issue with working out with time. We never can find time, and I understand it is tough. I have been there. It's hard to find the time to work out. You have to prioritize the time. The next few things I want to go over are 2 ways to break down your time in the gym: supersets and compound sets. What is the difference between a superset and a compound set? Superset, you are training different muscles throughout your body. The most common one is an antagonist and an agonist working out in different sets, meaning you would do muscles such as your biceps, doing a biceps curl, and then instantly right after that, without any rest, you would go right into a triceps push down. So working out your biceps and your triceps, the opposite muscles. You do it without any rest, and that is beneficial for your time. Next up is a compound set. Compound sets have to do with doing 2 exercises. These 2 exercises emphasize the same muscle group. You would go from a bench press to a push-up, lat pull down to a straight arm pull down. Supersets, beneficial to trying to knock out your full body workout and try to knock in as much as you can in your workout routine. Compound sets are excellent ways to really fatigue your muscles. Personally, I love doing compound training, compound sets. Reason being, if I have about 30 minutes max to work out, I want to try and get my muscles as fatigued as possible. I'm going to give you guys a couple solid workouts to go through the next few videos. Within these workouts, you will see some terms posted as we're doing the workout. UF means until failure. This is key for optimizing your training. You want to work out until failure. We get our most gains when our muscles are put to the test, are maxed out. When we're talking about repetitions, if you're giving yourself a set number of repetitions without necessarily working until failure, and you say, I'm doing 4 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 8, you're doing one of 2 things. You're either setting yourself up for mental failure because you won't be able to achieve that and you'll feel like you haven't accomplished anything, or you're setting yourself up for physical failure, meaning you set aside the time to work out and you're not getting the most out of your workout. If you can easily do more than 10 reps, you can do like 18 reps of something that you just knocked out 10, you rack the bar back up, whatever the exercise you're doing, you just wasted your time. You're not pushing your muscles. And on the flip side, if you guys are saying you want to do 4 sets of 10 and you can barely do 5 reps of it, you're going to be frustrated and depressed because you're not reaching what you think that you guys can do. Work out with time, such as 30 seconds of an exercise, or you work out until failure. I want you to lift weight that is considered your 10 repetition maximum. Now, what does that mean? If you can hop on the bench press and you confidently know that you can do 95 pounds 10 times, but it would be kind of challenging to do it 12 times, that would be roughly your 10 repetition maximum. If you go over to the bench press and you say you throw on 95 pounds and you start going and you hit 10 and you feel like you can do like 10 more, that is definitely not your 10 repetition maximum. You need to have a rough estimate. You might be able to do a little bit more. That's okay, because the second set, you will not be able to get there. You shouldn't be doing something where you can easily knock out 10 in the first set. You will be absolutely amazed of what you can throw into a workout in a 30-minute time frame. Although it is very important that the first thing you do is a dynamic warm-up. It needs to be at least a 5-minute dynamic warm-up. And I'll break that down and give you a warm-up in a future video as well. 5-minute dynamic warm-up, 20 to 25-minute workout, and then a little cool down and stretch afterwards. You are gonna be exhausted, and here's the thing. If you're not a little bit nervous before you work out, you're not working out hard enough. You have to push yourself. You have to want it. If you're setting aside the time to make it happen, your time is valuable. Get the most out of your workout, get the most out of your time, and push yourself. Accomplish goals. Don't just strive for normalcy and just to be under the radar and just exercise just because you're saying you're exercising. Exercise with a purpose and make something happen. I strongly recommend doing compound training and setting aside different days, like a upper body press day, a lower body day, and a upper body pull day. So I would recommend dividing your compound training exercises into those 3 days. All right, if you're doing supersets, you can do an upper body day and a lower body day. You're not gonna get the most out of each individual muscle in a superset, but you will get a heck of a quality workout. So if your time crunch is not just a daily time crunch, it's a weekly time crunch, you might wanna do a superset and do it about 4 days a week. So that way you're doing a upper body superset, then a lower body superset. Lastly, let's talk about rest. We only have 30 minutes to work out. We're in a time crunch. There's something called active rest. If you're not spotting somebody, I highly recommend doing an active rest. An active rest can be something that isn't associated with the muscle group that you are currently working. If you're working hard on your pecs, you can rest and do about 25 sit-ups. Give yourself about a minute and then get right back up there and do that compound set again. I would say 2 sets of the compound training. Active resting can also be stretching. For myself, I know I want to stretch out my hamstrings as much as possible. My hamstrings, my lower back. If you see UF on my video, it says until failure, and you are working out by yourself, and you are doing a resistance training exercise with heavy weights, you're gonna go about 1 rep before your failure, and then you're gonna knock out your body weight stuff afterwards. That is until failure. If you have a spotter, you're working out until failure. Supersets, compound sets are great ways to go boom, 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 and knock out all of that training in a short period of time. Push yourself. I believe you can do this. Push yourself past that wall. Your mind's gonna be playing tricks on you and saying that you're exhausted and you can't do anymore. When you can't do anymore, do 2 more. You got this.